Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Hedera Hashgraph, HBAR. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, what are you waiting for? Go down below, hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, if you can tap the like button, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, Hedera Hashgraph. So, you've been following my channel. Can't remember the last time I did a video on HBAR. It's been a minute, but HBAR came down a little bit lower than I thought it was going to. And that was due, I believe, to the FTX fiasco. But either way, HBAR has been in this falling wedge. So I believe I was watching it right around here for a breakout. And then the FTX fiasco happened right about here. And then we fell just a little bit further to retest this support line here. And now we're getting a very nice move to the upside. I'm on the weekly time frame. We do have the green dot on the trend directional, and it is creating a smaller wave for that green dot. We've got two green bars on the braid filter down here, and the latest green bar is actually higher than the first one. That's a good sign that we are getting growing. The bars are growing. But the stochastic is getting overbought over here, but that's okay. We can do that for quite a while. During this run up over here, we were overbought for quite a while and just stayed above. No problem. The RSI is below the 50, though, and I do believe that we are going to get a correction here shortly. I don't know how big of a correction. Maybe we'll go down to the 4 hour here in a minute and check it out. But yeah, if you caught the very bottom here, I mean, this was a fantastic move for HBAR from the bottom to this top. Man, 72%. My goodness. We are hitting this this kind of block right here for resistance. So we've got this area right in here. We are just getting in there, and that's where we're going to find our first set of resistance. I do want to do a Fibonacci one of the tops here. Let's go from this peak right here down to this bottom. See if we, yep. So from there to there. Make sure that's perfect. We actually, I mean, if that's the case, we blasted through the 236. A lot of the coins that I've been following have been running right into that 236 and getting its correction. HBAR just went right through it. Now, there is still 2 days, 17 hours to go, so this could end up just being a giant wick up here, and it could get pushed right back down below that 236. But just in case, let's just go ahead and move this here. Okay, maybe that's more like it. So from this top here down to the bottom, now we're not even quite there yet, just about running into 236. I'm going to have to wait and see till this week is over before I place my Fibonacci here, because I'm not quite sure yet where I think it should be placed for where it's going to find its resistances. Well, I guess you could look at this one here, this most recent high over here. And that's running right in smack dab into the 618. This actually looks more likely here. And so we're running right into the 618. We're probably going to get a retracement, like I said, in the short term. Let's go down to the daily time frame and see what's going on here. Okay, so we are actually above it on the daily, but it does look like we are overbought very dramatically here. We are sitting right now at the 80. I mean, we could just go sideways. I mean, we could do something like this over here and just go sideways for quite a while. Looks like we still have actually a little bit of room to run on the trend directional on the daily. Let's go down to, well, and actually, Elliott wave, we don't even have a wave. This is our wave 1 being formed right now. So the Elliott wave, this could be a wave 1. And then we can come down. Maybe we come down to the 0405 area for the wave 2. Then we get our big move. This is the one we're waiting for. The big move, the 3 wave. Then we come down for a wave 4 and a wave 5. I ran out of room there. So, I mean, this isn't exactly how it's going to play out. But, I mean, we could see something like this. Let's just say that that wave 2 is accurate. Let's put a extension on it here. And so the wave 3 would most likely come up to the 09.5. The wave 4 would come down, and then we'd get our 5th wave out of here. I mean, possibly. I mean, where's that line up? Does that hit anything over here? I mean, maybe up to the anywhere between the 12. I know it's kind of a wide range, but 12 to 18 cent range for this wave structure to play out. We'll just have to wait and see. It could go further than the 1618. That's just kind of the minimum target. But we could be forming that wave 1 right now. So pay attention. If we do get a rejection here and we do come back down and form some kind of a higher low, pay attention to that. Use your Fibonacci's from the bottom here to the top. If this is the top, wait for the fallback to maybe the 382. Maybe the 236 if we're super bullish, but most likely around the 382. And then when we find that, which actually would lines up perfectly with this previous resistance right here. So I would actually be definitely looking at the 382 for a buying opportunity for HBAR, which sits around the 5 cent area, just over 5 cents. Pay attention to that. And that could be your wave 2. And that's the one you want to catch. That's the one you really want to catch, because once you catch that, the wave 3 is usually the longest wave out of the Elliott waves. And so you can grab that nice buy area on around 5 cents for the wave 2 and then ride that wave 3 all the way up. And even if you want to ride it up to the wave 5. Let's go down to the 12-hour, see what we're looking at here. Yeah, totally overbought in multiple areas. We do still have rising green candles here, or histogram, whatever you want to call it, on the braid filter. So that's still good. I'm not seeing any divergence yet. Go to the 4-hour, maybe one right there. Nope, no divergence on the 4-hour. No, we got one right here. So yeah, we've got the higher prices. The prices continue to go up, and then we've got the RSI starting to fall over here. So we do have the bearish divergence on the 4-hour, which is what I was kind of expecting. And on the 4-hour, you can see that we've got our Elliott wave 5 already basically put in. It could go in a little bit higher, but I think the 618 is going to be resistance, pretty strong resistance. And so we're going to get our ABC correction here, A, B, and then maybe a C all the way back down to, like I said, the 5 cent area. So yeah, in the short term, I am expecting a correction very shortly. And I'm going to continue to say around the 5 cent area. So just pay attention to that. On the 4-hour, I'd like to see these trend directionals get down lower, at least around the 50 area, or, you know, the half point minimum. I mean, maybe even go down and under and then curl back up to create something like this guy right over here. And I'd also like to see the RSI cool off a little bit and come back down around the 50 and minimum the 40 area, which I actually think with this kind of a move, it's probably going to come down to the 40 to find some support. We are looking at a stochastic crossover up here. But last time we had that, it still continued on to the upside. It just went sideways for a few days. But I think that this is the final run for this move, and a larger correction is going to be in play. You can see over here on the right-hand side, Bitcoin's just been kind of staying where it's at. Everything else is kind of down or hardly up at all, and it's been kind of choppy the last few days, really choppy. But mostly red on the right-hand side, because I do think that everything is overheated, and we're getting our corrections in right now. That's pretty much all I got for Hedera. Looking fantastic. Had the great move. Expecting a correction down to the 5 cent area, you know, for that wave 1 to 2 completion on the 12-hour and on the daily, which would be, in my opinion, one of the best buys you can get for this, especially if you are using some kind of a leverage, which I don't recommend because it will destroy your account unless you know what you're doing. But that's pretty much it. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.